Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining me in my fortress of solitude in the tent. I just would like to share with you a couple things this morning in this moment of having an attitude of gratitude. First of all, I'm extremely thankful for those of us in our congregation and in our community that work in the healthcare industry and our first responders and are handling this as best as they can, even in difficult situations. This past week, or last week, I should say, I was able to drop off a couple lattes for one of our members who works in the who works at a hospital, and one of his colleagues, and it just gave me a stark realization seeing the testing site out in front of the hospital, seeing the required attire to be one of those people, one of the medical professionals working in that site, and it really helped me realize what some of the things that are at stake. Second of all, I was reading this past week in Samuel and reading about the story of David and the interaction between David and Saul, and how even when Saul turns away from the Lord and does evil toward David, David continues to refuse to promote ill will towards Saul. He chooses to continue to honor his king, and even though his king has done wrong and has done poor things, in fact, David even goes and lives with the Philistines, the enemies of the Jewish people at the time. And then when Saul and Jonathan and his other sons die, David mourns the loss of the king, and it's just a stark moment because David and Saul at this point were very obviously on different sides of an issue, and more than one issue, and they were involved in fighting one another. And but even in that time, David chose to continue to honor Saul and the position that he held, being the anointed one of the Lord. And I just hope that we can take that principle today, and even though we may disagree on issues, that we can continue to honor one another and respect one another, and really not defame one another. So again, thank you so much for all that each of you are doing to number one, remain faithful to the Lord, but number two, to reach out and help those who are in need at this time. Please continue to pray for the well-being and the safety and the health of the people in our community, in our city, in our state, and in our country, and in the world. Hope you have a wonderful day. As a reminder, everyone, we are remembering Yom HaShoah and remembering the loss of 6 million Jewish people, and we are honoring their memory. I'd encourage you to take some moment in prayer and remembrance today as we remember those lost in the Shoah.